Hello out there once again, friends. Jersey Joe, Ion, and you, those of you watching us live on YouTube or download up the fine rebroadcast. Today we're talking about coffee. Question we put on social media is, what do you do when you run out of coffee? You don't have your morning caffeine. How do you function? How do you live? I know for me that is a horrible nightmare if I don't have my caffeine. I know I'm horribly addicted to it, and I'm not the Jersey Joe you know without caffeine. And well, it's like kind of like Joel over there. You wouldn't know him without liquor. But anyhow, Joel, so what do you do when there's no coffee?
You accidentally just said it.
Oh, go to liquor.
You accidentally just said it.
There you go. You crack open a can of beer, and there you go for it.
Voodoo Ranger right there. No, if I'm at work and there's no coffee, first of all, I started drinking coffee in 2016. It was only 5 years ago. I was already a well-established adult, with a well-established career already. But McDonald's came in one day. They were like, here you go, have a free coffee. And then they gave them to like everyone, and there was like 4 extras. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll try it for once. They're great. I have them every day before I go into work. I work overnights now, as most people who follow me know that already. But the best substitute if you're at work is nothing but water. You just tough that shit out. You got to like focus a little bit more. And the best substitute when you're out and about, Joe said it.
Yeah. There you go. Cheers on that one. You know, it's funny you bring that up because I really wasn't a coffee drinker either until a couple years ago when I got the job over at NBC, because when I worked at Fox, you had to pay for the coffee. The NBC, they give you free coffee, and the coffee's really good. They have these dispensers around Rockefeller Center, and you just pretty much anybody can go anywhere on any floor and get it. You know, everybody's all hopped up on the coffee. They got a great vanilla roast. But, as most of you know that follow me on social media, up until drinking coffee, I'm a major Mountain Dew person. There it is. This corporation, man, they've made bank off of me over the years. So even like today, when it's like a warmer day out, I really don't want coffee in the morning, so I'll go ahead and have a Mountain Dew. So that's my answer, Mountain Dew. I gotta have my caffeine. I can't wake up without it. It's just my thing, you know. You see me, you know I need my Mountain Dew before I can even function.
Joe does well with Mountain Dew. The caffeine, it's like one of those sodas that has like, it's like a half soda, half energy drink. It's like one of the higher end caffeinated, but they're not good for you. They're still horrible for you. But yes, Joe is definitely a different person with that.
All right, well, you guys have a lot of opinions out there, so let's get to your suggestions. What do you have when there's no coffee? Sav Mayo, she says, hot tea. Charlene Stiles says, I don't like coffee, but I prefer milk tea instead of boba tea. Starman784, tea if there's nothing in the house, or soft drinks. Hey, I like that answer. I do what it takes to get me to the convenience store to buy more coffee. Energy drinks make me shake, and they taste terrible. And really, Matt Treat comments. He says, very strong and caffeinated tea. However, I make it a point to have coffee available 24/7, 365. I cannot be responsible for my actions if there is not. I also keep this in my pocket at all times, and he sends a nice picture of a Tim Hortons coffee inhaler. Very nice. Tea. I've had it a couple times. I don't know, Joel. What's your deal with tea?
I think it's funny because you're asking someone who's Gen X and they give you a total Gen Z answer. Like Tim Hortons inhaler. Tea is a good alternative. It's a healthy alternative. It's a better answer than energy drinks, even though energy drinks are going to give you a more similar feeling to coffee than tea is. Definitely, tea is a better answer. Definitely. All the people that said that.
I've had tea a couple times, and being the Star Trek fan, I always wanted to try Captain Picard's tea Earl Grey hot. And we actually had packets of that at work, too. They don't anymore. It's not bad. I got to add enough, I need sugar and milk and things in it, though. I'm not the biggest tea fan. And surprisingly, Joel, nobody said iced tea. All the tea that people talked about, it's all going to be hot tea. I guess there's a difference.
I wonder if our demographic expanded a little bit if we get more iced tea, but either way, Joe, I don't expect you to, be like, oh, yeah, tea is great after going from something that has a bunch of sugar and caffeine. It's more like it's like the healthy alternative, but it's definitely not going to give you the same kick. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main point.
All right, let's get to more of your comments. This is Bullish 2015. I go get coffee. Bronx Bombers 46. I don't drink coffee, so I generally drink Bang or 5-Hour Energy or sugar-free Monster if need be. You, on the other hand, though, don't like the energy drinks.
So, in 2011, this is now 10 years ago, the last time I had a full energy drink, but I had this weird split shift where I was doing day shift 2 days a week and then swing shift 3 days a week. And if anybody else has had that happen to them, they might be able to relate to what I'm talking about. but you're dead. You're dead for like half the week. And so I would have at least one energy drink a day. I had 2 energy drinks, and I'm talking about like the 16 or 20 ounce the Rockstar Energy that are delicious, but you shouldn't drink them. But I had a couple of those after having like a year and a half of them every day, and my heart got like one of those, and then I had to go to the hospital. I went to the ER, and they were like, your cartilage around your heart is inflamed, so you need to stay home for 5 days and not drink energy drinks. And I was like, you can pretty much kill yourself with these things if you have a lot of them. So I did switch to not using anything after 2011. So for 5 years, I just drank water. I just drank water from 2011 to 2016. That's the only thing I drank. Other than alcohol. Alcohol is amazing. That'll make your life better. It'll make you feel like you're a kid again. But no energy drinks. Still no energy.
Wow, okay. That was quite the tale there. We could have had a whole separate episode on that.
A long one.
Yeah. All right. Me real quick. I don't like the taste of energy drinks. I don't. And I know people, have vodka Red Bull, and I've had a couple of them in my day, but no. And then, of course, I had some bad issues with the Four Loko back in the day when the Four Lokos were full of, the full caffeine and stuff. Yes, a couple of those incidents were in Vegas, too, and they kind of, the pounding head the next day kind of makes you not want to have those anymore. Although I enjoy the sweetness and the taste. It tastes great, but it's just, the other effects after that, no. Yeah, what about the Four Lokos? You in on that?
Yeah, I used to have those at college parties. Our lifetimes are a little bit different, like our timelines, but I used to have Four Loko. They came out when I was college age, so I would go and drink, and yeah, those were really, really dangerous. Like, you could feel your heart going like this after like 1 or 2 of them, and you could see why they got sued and had to change their whole recipe and are totally different and not famous now.
Let's get a couple more of your comments. Tony comments, he said, there's no substitute. It's coffee or you aren't serious. Ed comments, trick question, there's always coffee. It just might not be right here, right now. Thankfully, there are 24-hour coffee shops, diners, and grocery stores. Well, that's true, like here in the New York City metro area or in a big city like Vegas, but where I grew up in the country, if we ran out of coffee, you were driving for a good half an hour until you could go find some somewhere. And, when you haven't exactly woke up yet, you really don't want that.
Yeah, country life is not the life for civilized people.
I do remember years ago, Dr. Oz, I think it was Dr. Oz, when I worked at another station, he was talking about you could actually have chocolate. Would also be like a quick pick-me-up if you needed something. Not fattening-wise, it's terrible for you, but if you need just a little energy boost, chocolate.
Probably for the sugar aspect, I'm guessing, but I don't know if Dr. Oz is the best doctor to take advice and he's telling you to eat chocolate.
Well, at least if you can, get a piece of chocolate and you get yourself to your nearest sheets and get yourself some coffees.
Okay.
You'll be okay. And the final answer for the show, and you're going to love it, is going with you, Tunneltown Unit. She says, at Bullet USA, yes, she is replacing her coffee with whiskey. Disclaimer, yes, she is a bartender, so I think that all works out. Nice answer there. She's on board with you. Although you're going with beer, she's going with whiskey.
Yeah, either one. Yesterday, no, I'm sorry. When was the hockey game? The hockey game on Saturday night. It was like chasing beer with whiskey to stay awake. So, yes, I agree with her, too, on that point.
Well, it's a great way to wrap up a drinking web show. And Joel, we lost your signal there, if that's okay. So remember, though, if you out there, be safe. Don't drink and drive, especially with whiskey. All right, one thing you do want to do is click that like, subscribe button down below for all the fun here on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 big shows waiting for you each and every week. Lots of fun, as always. And check this out. We've lost Joel's signal once again. He's been having cell phone problems all day. Perhaps his phone could use a little whiskey and a reboot. All right, Jersey Joe here, and Ion in a missing box over there. I'm going to text you in a second, make sure that his heart hasn't exploded and he and his phone are okay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, I hope.